This is Pixel Master, a bridge player who's seen it all. Recently, his favourite game modes were removed by Hypixel after years of neglect, and today we explore how Hypixel's refusal to listen to his community has killed it off. If you find yourself enjoying this video, make sure to leave a like and consider subscribing.
I mean, I've just been playing Bridge since the beginning, early March 2018. Bridge became a thing in the PTL lobby. I played 44 simply because more players on different teams equal more chaos equals more fun. I remember losing my first game, but I remember when I re-queued, I got 2 goals. I was like, yo, I'm 750th on lifetime. That's literally how it started. I just kept playing. I didn't even care for wins. I just went for goals.
When it first came out, was there a pretty big player base for it, and what was that atmosphere like?
I think there was definitely a good player base simply because the first day, whenever it first released, the YouTubers Grape, Applesauce, Isaac, and another YouTuber played it, which really kickstarted it being pretty popular.
When Hypixel eventually moved the bridge into the duels section and out of the prototype lobby, how did that affect not only bridge but the Force team's mode?
This had an overall negative impact, but it was also kind of like last second thrown into it. Duels and bridge were its own separate NPCs in the PTL lobby. It deserved its own lobby. It was set to have its own lobby, but instead you shove it into duels and it's competing with all these other NPCs.
There's a lot going on in bridge. It's not like any other duel, like classic.
Bridge is like a brutal game mode, especially in 1v1. Because when you lose, you're not just losing once, you're losing like multiple times on like at multiple different things just to lose one goal, and then it happens like over and over.
What were the biggest gameplay issues that never got fixed and stunted its growth?
Oh my gosh, where do I begin? I said that there was unplayable lag. And what I mean by that was, I remember queuing the game and I had really bad internet, and I knew I had really bad internet. So I originally thought I was just like tweaking out, to be honest. Do you understand like how like the 4 teams like mechanics worked with the lives and whatnot?
Yeah.
So what would happen is you have like your 5-second counter, right? And time slowing down, which means you can go a lot farther in 5 Hypixel seconds. So what you do is you would run from your base to someone else's base and jump into their goal as soon as the game started and instantly just take off health from them. Most of the people who were playing it were experiencing this same type of lag. Like the games were unfunctional. I actually lost a 103 win streak because of that.
How well do you think Hypixel responded to these bugs, and did it feel like the game mode was being neglected?
They did get to it, but the response time was way too slow, and it definitely took a huge chip into the player count. 4 teams would only queue on the weekend.
Hypixel is saying that 4's teams has been removed in the recent update because of low player counts. What do you think about this? Do you think this is a bad decision?
It sets a bad precedent that they keep setting. You can't just be like, well, we threw out a game and then the game broke and then we didn't do anything about it and now we're confused on why it's dead. And so we're just going to remove it. That's stupid. If something in Skyblock broke or Bed Wars broke, they would have fixed it like within the next hour.
You've mentioned boosting is a huge issue in Bridge. Is this more prominent in teams, and how does it have an effect on the game mode?
It just really just destroys the integrity of the game. But really it's just like the boost spots for CTF, like number 1 through 67 are all boosted. They have like a couple thousand wins, 0 losses. I believe the highest that I saw was like 1,300 wins in a day. So like the account Sisakor, he got 16,000 bridge wins in a month. He's still on top 100 unbanned. He never got punished for it.
There's already been a lot of backlash on this recent duels update. There's people saying that they want the changes all reverted, they want them to undo it all. If they stick with the removal of teams mode and they don't revert it, what will it mean for players like you who are passionate about it and the rest of the community?
Sets a bad precedent because, like, again, whenever they asked for update ideas, Jack-O-Lantern made a thread and I made a thread, and I only made my thread because I didn't like what Jack-O-Lantern said for Bridge, and me and some people worked on it to make like an update that benefited every type of player. We considered Hypixel as a business, we considered the long-term grinder, we considered the sweaty player, and we considered the casuals. They did not add a single thing. It was just like a slap in the face because they literally saw the thread. They literally responded to the thread and none of it was added.
I guess that must feel pretty disappointing as a player that's been around for a very long time, and yet the admins who are in charge of working on the game don't want to hear you out.
Hypixel really just has a lack of discernment. They're not connected to their community anymore. So whenever they ask for ideas for once, they get bad advice from the wrong people. And in this case, when they ever ask for like a duels update, all the people on the forums for the most part are AP hunters, and they give in their 2 cents, which is basically almost always this achievement's impossible to get because the game's dead. So instead of trying to fix the game, let's just remove it entirely. And that opinion repeated over and over again ends up winning through. It's just disappointing. I mean, like, the Hypixel staff, they're just too focused on other modes, and they're not really within their community. I mean, they blatantly got rid of their Hypixel player council. They don't interact with their community. They obviously don't listen to their community because so many people are already mad. The actual duels mains are mad about the update. So it's just like, they just don't listen. They're complacent. They're a monopoly in 1.8 Java. It's just like, there's nothing you can really do about it.